2006, I was invited on an exploratory overland adventure through northern Mongolia with Mongo flies Peter Mullet and Genevieve Villamissar. With our skilled Mongolian guides and new pontoon boats, we roamed the countryside in search of the world's largest trout. After a few weeks of decent fishing on some of the more known rivers, we decided to try something even more remote. After some arbitration with the locals, we were led down a long, windy path to one of the most beautiful rivers any of us had ever seen, and a unique stronghold for the legendary river wolves. It was here in this canyon that we got to witness these fish hunting in a pack, change colors, and absolutely attack our flies. After 2 days of incredible fishing, we vowed to someday return to these pristine waters.
Took 2 years to plan this trip, and all we had was a Google Earth map, you know, and a lot of excitement and enthusiasm.
I could see about 50 miles in every direction, and all I saw was a couple of gears, and that's it. I mean, and I said, my God, this next 2.5 weeks I'm going to be really out there, and that's what I like. I knew I was going to have some good fishing.
By far the most enjoyable trip. Sitting by the campfire every night, sharing stories, and just being on the other half of the world where nothing is touched, no fences, no boundaries.
One of the best parts for me was getting back down into the canyon. It was amazing to see some of the same fish we saw 2 years ago in the exact same places. Being on the water for 16 days straight allowed us to see some really cool territory this year. We got to fish to some amazing fish.
Take a dead fish out of his mouth.
We covered around 140 miles of new water. The amount of taimen we saw this year was incredible. One of the highlights for me was being out there with Jeff Courier. He's such a dedicated angler.
Up he came again, completely out of the water on top of the muskrat, and gave it to him. And after a great battle, like every time he gives you, I landed about a 32 or 33-inch fish. One of the best fishing I've ever had in my life.
How they feed is just freaking teeth just come out and they just start chomping, and you just see this big white part. And I got bit this morning by a taimen. These fish, if they had a chance, would eat you if they could fit you in their mouth.
It was a great moment to catch that big fish, especially after losing that one 2 years ago. I feel so blessed to have gotten to come back to Mongolia and have this experience.